Once again, the Rivers State political crisis has continued to intensify. As we speak, the APC political party has now released a very favorable memo that will be elegizing Similai Fubara, the state governor, on his bid come 2027. On the other hand, Nyesom Wike's fan base and his supporters are not actually happy with this particular information. As if that is not enough, Similai Fubara's supporters, after seeing this memo, went and started telling Nyesom Wike's supporters that since you people don't want our principal to come 2027 through your own principal, look at what is happening. On this stated date, I'm going to be showing you the memo that will show the fate of our principal. And time with that notwithstanding, remember the APC National Working Committee stated it previously that every first-term governor is going to be returned come 2027. And Similai Fubara is falling in that category. Or meanwhile, Nyesom Wike is telling everyone, residents and citizens of Rivers State, that Similai Fubara is not going to return, probably because of the fracas and the issues they had previously before they reconciled through Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But for kind of, I'm going to be showing you the memo. Without wasting much of your time, I will show you the memo for you to see that this has now given Similai Fubara an edge, knowing fully well that he's an APC member, and recently he has been visiting APC chieftains, he has been attending APC functions and all of that, as if that is not enough. Without wasting much of your time, listen attentively to Dele Farotimi, where he came out recently and made a statement regarding the integrity of allowing Independent National Electoral Commission, chaired by the recent INEC chairman, to lead this particular course, knowing fully well that this man has now been indicted and exposed following his partisan and his tweets and all what have you. Now listen attentively to him and we'll come back. We'll continue.
Who keeps deluding yourself into believing that this system has the capacity to deliver anything aside from the putrefaction it delivers. If you're foolish enough to believe there is an election behind which you can find change in 2027, you are a fool. I say it with my full chest. If you actually believe that there will be a free and fair election, you are a fool. I warned you in 2023. When they brought Amukpito, I warned you again. I told you Tinubu will never bring anyone he had not compromised. The man has amply advertised his compromise on his own. Even if they remove him, which I doubt, they don't care for your opinions. Even if they remove him, what is coming will be worse than he is. But that man, as even if he's a token, he should be gotten rid of. The only thing he hasn't done is wear his infinity cap and stick corn in his own mouth. But there is more than enough to show who he truly is.
Welcome back once again. Having listened attentively to Dele Farotimi, this is one of the persons who are often and always fearless, making statements that regards the legitimacy of this particular country. For crying out loud, the Independent National Electoral Commission chairman has just shown less integrity. For crying out loud, assuming though not considering that it is not always, maybe it was not you that tweeted this. They have now gone as far as stating that they are going to use forensic audit to actually know who is behind the tweet and all of that. But for crying out loud, this has shown that the Independent National Commission is not dependent at this time. Now, without wasting much of your time, let me leave you with what the memo that Similai Fubara has just received from the APC that has led to the reason why he is now going to be victorious. As you can see on your screen, Rivers State Governor Similai Fubara and other first-term APC governors will know their political fate by May 18, as the party has fixed that date for its governorship primary election ahead of the 2027 general elections. The APC also scheduled State House of Assembly primaries for May 16, House of Representative primaries for May 20th, senatorial primaries for May 22nd, and the presidential primary for May 28 and 29. In the statement by National Organizing Secretary Suleiman Mohammed, the party fixed the presidential nomination form at 100 million, the governorship at 50 million, the Senate at 20 million, the House of Representatives at 10 million, and the State House of Assembly at 5 million. The APC says it will adopt direct primaries across all 36 states and the FCT. This information was revealed by Nigeria Info FM. As we speak, this is exactly the stand of the APC. Now, look at it. On that very day, Similai Fubara will know his fate, if he is going to win the primaries or not. or if the APC is going to stand on the status quo of returning every first term APC governor to go back to complete their second term. And with this, Nyesom Wike is knocked off. Now, look at, despite the conglomeration of Similaye Fubara and Nyesom Wike by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, something triggering happened just recently. Two prominent persons, were laid to rest. One of them is the senator, and one of them is a prominent traditional ruler in Opopo. As we speak, Nyesom Wike attended just one. As if that is not enough, the two occasions, the two funerals were fixed on the same day. Similaye Fubara, the traditional ruler, happens to come from Similaye Fubara's region, our constituents. Meanwhile, Nyesom Wike attended the funeral of Senator Mpigi and failed to even send condolence or even attend the one from the traditional ruler. And come to think of it, this traditional ruler that was laid to rest is the traditional ruler that ruled as a traditional head during the time when Nyesom Wike was the governor of Rivers State. But simply because this traditional ruler is hailing from Similaye Fubara's constituent and Opopo Nkoro, the traditional ruler over there, that is the reason that has led to why a lot of persons are reacting that why did Nyesom Wike not attend or even send condolences? That why did he even engineer to place these two state burials or state funerals on the same day? That shows you that the reconciliation that Similaye Fubara had with Nyesom Wike is null and void. Like as we speak, that fracas, that issues is still in depth. Because for a lot of persons have stated that why will this happen? And why is it that Similaye Fubara did not also, why is it that Nyesom Wike did not attend? So this is exactly what is happening in Rivers State. A lot of persons have stated that when two elephant fights, the grass seems to suffer everything beneath the grass. That is what it is. Now, ahead of 2027 political space, it's going to be hitting hard in Rivers State, sincerely speaking. It's going to be a faction between Nyesom Wike and a faction between Similaye Fubara. Remember, the political party at this time is APC. And Nyesom Wike is in PDP. He's a card-carrying member of the PDP. As we speak, he has been offered the national leader of the PDP. Meanwhile, he's dining and whining with the APC. As for Similaye Fubara, he's getting his strength from the APC caucus that has told him that you are going to return come second term, as we have issued it to other governors. I decided to bring all of this to your view. What is your take regarding everything that has been discussed in this particular video? What do you feel actually happened that led to these issues? And what do you feel could be the lasting solution? Because when two elephant fights, the grass eventually suffers. I decided to bring this to your view. Don't forget to share, like, and also hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and click on the like button so let's get informations promptly when we drop them here. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.
45 months. This month will make it 45 months. I struggle from my other businesses to keep defending this country, to keep it alive. 45 months. I was with one of the directors today. We pay salary. He came. He said, I thought they said so people will pay, because he's the one in charge of that. And I told him they've not paid me. He was shocked. I'm not going to call his name, but he was shocked that a person can be working for 45 months without being paid, and he's paying salary. The least person working for us, gold on wheat, 150,000. Out of the 3,000 something people across working, some people earn over 2 million. We can bring our voucher and show you. It's a military organization with ranks. Meanwhile, they are paying their workers less than 50,000 in some places. And they get